Hello, dear friends, and welcome to the International Fab Talk family. We are a big group. And guess who are in this beautiful family? Who are the family members of this wonderful Fab Talk show? The unsung heroes who have done their very best. They are here to share their story of how they've overcome the challenges, of how they could make you overcome your challenges, how they could enable you to face life, because most of us are scared about facing life. We want to give up easily on life. We don't want to live this life when we face any problems. But my friends, when we listen to the stories, the experiences, and the journey of our unsung heroes, we will definitely be empowered and be able to go ahead and surge in life and find a beautiful path to contribute to ourselves, our families, and the society. Today, we would like to invite and welcome our special celebrity. She is Dr. Vasanthakumari from Chennai, a wonderful psychologist, a great trainer, a trainer that we will keep it a secret. We'll share after some time. But first, join me, friends, to invite our special celebrity. She is Dr. Vasanthakumari from Chennai. Ma'am, welcome to the session.
Thank you.
Dear friends, it's a honor and a pleasure to have our celebrity joining us and sharing everything that she has to share to empower you, to make you change your thought pattern when you think that life is not good. Life, you think on the negative side of life. We have today our celebrity and all celebrities who join us on the International Fab Talks. They are here to make you stronger, to make you understand you have a cause to stay in this world, to be alive and to give back before we leave this world. Dear ma'am, thank you for joining us on the International Fab Talks. Thank you for accepting the invitation. Romba Nandri, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Dear ma'am, with your permission, I go ahead and I introduce you in an official way.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Friends, it's really a honor and a privilege to introduce our special celebrity today, our unsung hero. She is Dr. Vasanthakumari. She has completed her MA, MSc, MBA, MPhil, Ph.D. as well. And she is from Mehta Nagar, Chennai. And Chennai is in Tamil Nadu, and that is in India. Dear friends, Dr. Vasanthakumari is a gender and POSH specialist. As I said, I'll keep that a secret. She's a trainer, but which field? What are her specializations? We will share it now. A gender and a POSH specialist. And she's having more than 3 decades, 30 plus years of experience as a corporate and NGO consultant and trainer. She's associated with many public sector units, central and state government organizations, NGOs, educational institutions, and corporates as an external member and a great POSH trainer. To name a few, POSH committee member and trainer ONGC, Chennai. Gender and POSH trainer VSSC, ISRO, Trivandrum. POSH committee member and trainer BHEL, Chennai. POSH committee member and trainer SIBDI, SIBDI, Chennai. POSH committee member and trainer CIPET, CIPET, Chennai. POSH committee member and trainer DGP office, Tamil Nadu Police Department. POSH training member, POSH committee member and trainer, Tamil Nadu Public Health and Family Department. POSH committee member and trainer, Royal Enfield, India. POSH committee member and trainer, TVS Credits Limited, India. POSH committee member and trainer, Michelin, if I'm getting that right, Michelin Tires Limited, India. POSH committee member and trainer, Yamaha Musical Limited, India, and much more to that, dear friends. The list goes on. To name a few, we've mentioned a few. And dear friends, the international exposure, the international experience, it's not only at the national level, it's not only at the state level, it's across Indian borders as well. The international experience, she presented a paper on HRD, Human Resource Development, in an international conference held at San Antonio, Texas, USA during September 2000. Speaker in an international conference organized by the Association of Women in Communication at Austin, USA on 15th September 2000. Speaker in many workshops of non-governmental organizations working for the empowerment of women and against domestic violence, not only in India, but in California and Texas as well. Presented papers on violence against women and human trafficking in the international conference organized by World Youth Assembly in association with United Nations. She was a panelist in the International Conference on Child Marriages 2016 at Malaysia. And dear friends, apart from this, there's much, much more. And here we have this special celebrity, the unsung hero with us, who is sharing the space. How you could be the next Dr. J. Vasanthakumari. I would want many of you to be like her. Stand up for a cause and fight for it and enable others to have a beautiful future. Your efforts could transform the world. Join us on this beautiful journey to get to know more about our celebrity and how we could be inspired and empowered by her. Hello, ma'am, and welcome. Dear ma'am, your profile is really great and it is very empowering. And I really feel good when people come out of their comfort zone and go beyond all zones just for creating that beautiful space for everyone, to avoid violence, to focus on the better development of each individual. You focus even on, the gender issue. So I would like you today to share all of your thoughts and views with us on the International Fab Talks. But before we do all of that, a big, big thank you from the International Fab Talks. Thank you. Thanks, dear. Dear ma'am, with the first round of the interview, we go with the first question. How would you define yourself? Who is the real Vasantha?
I have a very thank you for the opportunity given to me, because very nice to hear the way you are presenting me actually. And I just wanted to tell you, I'm a person, but I have to tell you my background, because why I am into feminism and diversity and inclusion, because there is a story behind it. I come from a very traditional Indian traditional family. One of those in my generation, because I belong to yesterday generation. In my generation, they never allowed girls to pursue their higher studies, school level, and by 16, 18, you are supposed to marry. Not because of they are financially they are good, but being a girl, it is your duty to take care of the family. That is the one and the only role you are supposed to do. And then, they used to say, there is see, I'm able to see, those days I was not able to understand all those issues. But I was so worried why my brothers are, treated differently and I am treated. See, love and affection, everything is there. Everything is there. They will find a, wealthy alliance for you, and then they will settle, make you settle in a better way. Everything is there. But, in terms of education, in terms of empowerment, we lack the empowerment. That I have understood only after 40. Only after my marriage, but I was fighting for it. I mean, the last, issue in my family, last girl, I said all my elder sisters, they, 18 years, 19 years, they used to get married. School final, that's it. You're supposed to marry, and by 40, you have to become a grandmother. That's the route for us. But I felt that I need to go to college and do at least one degree. Then with it took lot of time and efforts in convincing them, and then finally they have agreed. They have agreed to, and I did my BSc chemistry, and I really do not know. Chemistry was not my passion at that point of time, but still somehow they have allowed me to continue my studies. That was the reason. But I did good in chemistry. But after coming out, then I have realized that the chemistry was not my cup of tea. Then I have realized what would be my subject, or where I can look at it and things like that. Then only after marriage, with the help of because my in-law support, and I did all those the degrees whatever you said. And it is very unlikely in traditional families. It's very rare to happen. Because I have two kids at that time, point of time. There, only after that I did my PhD, all because of my spouse and then in-laws. Still, I have a very beautiful family. My family is supporting me. I'm supporting them. That's very good thing. So I just wanted to tell you, only after 30 I have realized, and then I did. I really do not know what to do, but I did sociology, then I did psychology and MBA. Then I have realized that I'm a person very happy socializing, very happy with people. Then I thought that I must do something to do with the people driven kind of industry. I really do not know what to do on that one. See, unlike these days, you have the career counselors, you have everyone to guide you. Those days, none of them were there, and then it is you have to understand your personality, and you have then slowly after that, then understanding my interest, my passion, and then today there is no looking back. I'm very happy the way I'm able to be with associated with the organizations, and they are also. I'm very thankful for those organizations. I wanted to give a very simple definition of my work. I'm associated with more than 100 organizations as an external member and trainer, which includes, as you read, ISRO and huge names. I'm a trainer for huge corporates. And then I have handled more than 1,000 cases, sexual harassment cases. I'm associated with the police department and then for IT office, and I'm a trainer for them. For POXO and POSH committee, I'm an external member, trained more than 1 lakh people. That gives me enormous kind of more than happiness. It's a kind of I'm able to reach the purpose of my life.
Yes, dear. I love this, the last word. I've reached the purpose of my life.
Exactly.
That's the message, my dear friends, all of you should catch. We all have a purpose on this earth. Just not live, eat, and then die and then go away into unknown zones. The point is having a purpose in life and giving back to the society, giving back to the universe before you say goodbye to the universe. I like that. I found my purpose. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, as you mentioned POSH, you mentioned POXCO. Would you just clarify that for many of the viewers who have no idea what is POSH and what is POXCO? Would you just share that, ma'am?
Yeah. Actually, POXO, I just wanted to tell you, it is for the children. It is the prevention of sexual abuse for the child sexual abuse, actually. There we need to understand child, less than 18, they come under children. So that is there everywhere, and awareness and POXO is there. But many people are not aware of POSH. So POXO actually children, see, lot of people, children are undergoing, especially the girls, not only the girls, even the boys are also undergoing sexual abuse, unknowingly or unknowingly, and then there are kids who are able to come out of it. There are kids who are unable to come out of it. They really do not know because they are scared. Those people, the abusers are powerful and then influential. Sometimes it is a family member, and then it makes them, all the more scared to share it with anybody. Sometimes they are not able to because the harassers used to threaten them. So that is the reason why it's a very good thing act available in India. It is there from the year 2012, and then for every police department it is there, and immediate punishment if the guilt is proved, immediate punishment is being given. That is one part. And then here we need to understand it's called as the sexual abuse. We need to understand, we need to define what is abuse, because there is a difference between the term misuse and abuse. Even the use, somebody has used me, that itself is a negative connotation. Misuse. See, I am talking here by mistake. I have without any intention. If I say something, I can very well say that I'm sorry, Andrea, because it is not a deliberate act, and then by mistake I was. That is called as misuse by mistake without any intention. But abuse is a word with intention. The child sexual abuse. Why? Because children are innocent. They really do not know what is happening to them. But the harasser knows the impact of it. So it is called as abuse. So it is very pathetic when you see those cases. I cannot express it in no words actually to express the amount of sufferings what we undergo as a counselor. It's very, very pathetic. 6-year-old girl, gang rape, just 6 years. So all those things. I know you need a counselor, you need a doctor, because in order to assess the, how far she has undergone, all those things. So that is called as POSH. We will focus on the POSH. POSH is nothing but prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. There are two different things. One is prevention of sexual harassment at public place. As you know, while you are traveling or while you are on the road or when you are in theatre, something happens, that will come under prevention of sexual harassment at public space. That is not our cup of tea as far as POSH is concerned. POSH is actually prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. As per the law, it is called as the prevention of sexual harassment at workplace for women. Because precisely saying, only after Nirbhaya's incident, this act is in place in India. And this is also an UN United Nations law. Because I am a trainer for the Asia Pacific region. Almost because UN United Nations is the author of this law. You must be knowing MDGs, SDGs. They have 30 SDGs. One such as gender equality is key thing. SDG number 5 that comes under. We work with United Nations. That is the reason why we always used to get. We meet people in different countries who are working towards, gender equality and all those things. Earlier it was called as violence against women. But today it is mentioned as gender-based violence. Because even boys are also being harassed. That is the reason why equality, gender-based violence. This POSH Act at workplace, see, I work with corporates and manufacturing industries for more than 3 decades. I'm able to see the industries are evolving like anything. Earlier, let us take the industries, manufacturing industries, because IT as service providers happened very recently, meaning that last 15 years, 20 years. But earlier, it used to be only manufacturing industries. All those manufacturing industries where I used to go as a young girl, I was in 20s. When I go there, you cannot be you can't even find a single girl inside the factory, because always they used to think, especially the huge automobile factories, they always used to say manufacturing is men uh, predominantly is male dominated kind of industry. And then see, they can accept one or two women as secretaries or kind of a HR person, but they used to sit in the head office or admin, not inside the factory. So it used to be. I can even share that, at a point of time when I wanted to use the restroom, there were no restroom for women. I used to go all the way to the MD's cabin where a single attached restroom was there. Those days, it used to be so difficult. Thanks to diversity, DNI, diversity and inclusion, and every organization, the so-called the male-dominated industry, recently for the last 10 years, they have started recruiting 10% or 20% of the girls because of the law. And then, see, almost these organizations are associated, partnering with, organized industries abroad. Their headquarters in UK, US, UK, and they are insisting, unless and otherwise you recruit minimum of 10-20% of the women, we would not be able to give you the order. So that was the reason. With lot of hesitation, they used to, they used to grumble, like, we really do not know how these girls are going to come and work with us, that kind of things. But today I'm telling you, all those organizations are very happy. Now they wanted to, there are organizations, they started with 20% of women. Today I am able to see that they want to double the number of women numbers, not because of the law, because of their merit. And then they are able to produce lot of result, and then it is easy for them to handle those girls. Their absenteeism is less, and then though no revolutionary kind of things, and then they are very comfortable. And then two things happened in the industries. One was, as I told you, DNI. Second thing, automation. Earlier, they used to think that in order to work in an industry, you need to have a muscle power. So only men can do all those things. But today, that's not the scenario. I work with most of the automobile leaders, even be it a tire manufacturing company or a bike man like Royal Enfield or Yamaha. Everything is done by automation. So anybody can buy just by a click of a mouse, a girl can buy a trimmer tire. So anybody can do. So with that, actually, that is what I am able to see these 3 decades. IT and ITS, needless to say that always they used to recruit 50% of the girls. But my worry is, at the time of recruitment, fresher, 50% girls, 50% boys. But down the line, after 5 years, when you see these 50% of the girls, we really do not know. Maybe because of the marriage or because of the child or whatever it is, and that 50% becomes 30%. And then after 5 years, when you see, look at it from after 10 years, only 20% of the girls were there. In the fresher level, it used to be 50%. But when you look at the leaders, managers and above, it is less than 10%. We need to go a long way. We need to go a long way. That I just wanted to do.
Yes, dear ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love the way you said merit. Nowadays, most of the females are being engaged into the workforce based on merit. I really love that. And as you see, there is a problem. It's like below 10%, the leads, in the industry level, or where you can say in the manufacturing units, or you could say the heads, below 10%. And there's a lot to change and lots of equality that has to, come into this place. Has to be put into place, Yeah. So, you made me like think consciously of, oh, you took us from Boxco to Posh. That's really very nice. Ma'am, what made you enter into this field and say, yes, I want to do my very best with this in this field? Why not something else? Why did you choose only this? You shared it earlier, but I would like you to just focus and say what inspired you to come into this field?
Yeah, because I have undergone see, I'm also a victim of the tradition. I'm not blaming my parents, or I'm not, they have given me enough and more love and affection, and they raised me well, and then all those things are there. But still, that was the order of the day. So I just wanted to tell you that equality. See, I felt that one of the victims actually, because I could have done much better in my younger age, but that was denied. So I always think that I have to fight for the equality, gender equality. That is always on my back of my mind. And when there is an opportunity, I just grabbed it. There is a law, then I need to say I am the right person because I have undergone. I know the pain. I know the pain. Who else would be the better person to teach me? And it also worked. And my age is also this is a very sensitive subject, the prevention of sexual. Even yesterday, I was in a huge organization. It's a senior position, inquiry. There was a complaint, inquiry. Whenever, even I can tell you that my daughter is a lawyer. She's hardly 25 years old. But I am not asking her to join me at this point because you need one thing, you need experience. And then you need, the way you are asking, it should not hurt the other person. But at the same time, you need to get the things done. So my even training, we have to be open enough to tell them what comes under sexual harassment, what comes under disciplinary kind of HRD kind of. Say, for, I can give you an example so that you would be in a position to understand. A girl raised a complaint stating that a young girl, it was a party organized by the company that comes under workplace. You know, uh, for the party, she is dressed up in a black suit and things like that. One person from the same department commented that you are looking pretty in the black dress. That she is considered as a complimentary kind of. And then the other person from the same department commented, you are looking hot in the black dress. And then, which we felt uncomfortable and she raised the complaint. But we, later on, we came to know that the guy was unable to differentiate between the term pretty and hot. Hot meaning that it's a kind of you are looking glamorous or you are looking sexy, appealing, all those things. I'm telling you, we are not here to teach people, preach people. If it is a consensual relationship, if the relationship is mutually agreed upon, then let them have whatever, because who are we to decide their life? Even parents, because we are not recruiting child labor here, all are above 18. They know how to take care of them. But when the girl is not comfortable, somebody is pressurizing, or then it becomes harassment. So, my point of thing, you were asking the question, I felt that I am the right person. I know because I have undergone, I have seen this society, and then say I have to talk to you about the cultural differences also, because I have been traveling to many countries and these laws are there in those developed countries. But those girls are empowered girls. But when it comes to India, at home there is a discrimination. Even in raising, when there is a boy at home and there is a girl at home, there is a discrimination in raising. But when it comes to workplace, we are asking, no, there should not be a discrimination. But the boys are not able to accept even today. A simple rejection from a girl, a guy is not able to. That is the reason why violence against women, we are seeing every day in public places. When a girl says no, minimum of 8 accident attacks were reported in per day. And then so many killing. And then so not able to, because our raising is different. So that is the moment I said I am fully qualified. I have undergone all those things. And then my age, with my age, I was at the time of inquiry. I can ask any question. I can ask any question. And then people will not consider. See, when a young girl, 20 years girl, is asked, she may not be in a position to ask such sensitive questions. Very people become. Yesterday, when I was asking, all of a sudden, such a senior person started crying that, Madam, I can understand what I did is not accepted, but still I have a family. I have two daughters who are college goers. How will I face? See, having your grown-up daughters, how can you behave like this? She is also the victim is also a daughter of somebody. When it comes to your daughters, you are worried. Those girls are also, so those things I can ask on behalf of the committee. So then I felt that this is the, so till my lifetime I have to be there.
Yes, dear, we are very proud of you, ma'am. We are very proud of you as to what you are doing and how well you understand, your role in the society and your work. You have a very clear picture of what you're doing and what you want others to, what message you want to convey to others as well. Very true. I really like that. And in fact, all of us should have this in our mind to be just like Dr. Vasanthakumari. Yes, dear. I really am proud of you. It gives me goosebumps the way you were sharing like certain incidents. No, it really gives goosebumps like, yes, these things do occur in the society. And yes, we have people like Dr. Vasanthakumari who's here with us sharing her journey and how she could help you if you are into any one of these zones, the dangerous zone of being targeted, sexually harassed at the workspace. Dear ma'am, could we know something about your childhood? How were you as a little kid below the age of 10? What type of a child were you? Were you very, very calm or the mischievous one at home?
I used to be a very soft spoken and then, very calm family atmosphere. It's a kind of pampered children. My family, we never struggled for anything. All those things. I used to be, see, all my friends, my college team, we got to know each other, and then through, the social media, they are asking me, what made you to transform like this? Because I used to be a soft-spoken person. But even after I got into soft skills training. I was, labeled as soft skill trainer. But today, after getting into this field of sexual harassment, I work only with the police department, all lawyers, and the kind of questions I'm asking. Because I need to ask, no? I need to ask. I can give you an example. When another young girl in an IT company, she said that my manager has slapped me. See, slapping is nowhere it is accepted. But physical assault, it comes under physical assault, and then the HR department will handle it. But shamelessly, I was asking at the next question, which part of the body? If she told, if only she said that on my face, then too it comes under harassment. But our HR department under disciplinary act, he will take care of it. Whereas she told me, I was standing next to him on my back, he slapped me. Then it comes under sexual harassment. So such things I have to ask, no other go. When somebody said that, yes, madam, only to pacify her, I kissed her. See, you are not supposed to do it. See, pacifying, she's not your kid. So treat us, don't treat us like, you are the Bharat Mata or we don't want to be deities, all those things. And at the same time, don't put us down and then, after all a girl, don't talk all those nonsense. Treat us like you, like, we need to coexist. Treat us like, the fellow human being. That was missing. Either they will put you into a pedestal like you are the deity kind of thing. Otherwise, after all, she's a girl. This statement is quite common, and I was talking to you about the culture. Within India, I'm able to see what is accepted in Delhi, Mumbai, it's not accepted in down south. What is accepted in Bangalore because of the cosmopolitan? Because I have a lot of clients in Bangalore. I travel. Even 2 days ago, I was in Mumbai, and then even next week I will be going to Bangalore. So I know, but it is okay certain things there, but it is not there in the girls who are coming from Bangalore. They felt that madam, I never thought that it is a kind of a very traditional city, madam. And forget about the Chennai. Even when you go down south, Madurai or Trichy or wherever, it is it is so bad. I'm not saying bad. It's a different kind of culture. So we need to understand the culture. So that makes all the difference. No, one has to travel and you be in different kind of cultures, and then we understand. And then what are those examples? What you are trying to give? See, you said that you got goosebumps. I have shared only that we have a grid like degree one, degree two, degree three kind of offenses. What I have shared is just a degree one. Even zero tolerance and safe work environment we are talking about. Even calling a girl by pet name, like name calling, like honey, dear, darling, all those things. If the girl is not comfortable, you are not supposed to call. And we ask the girls, if you are not comfortable, please don't try to bring the complaint. You tell the person that you are not comfortable. The harassment, see, you need to tell the person, he may be thinking that you are enjoying all those things. So you need to appraise, you need to tell the person. Even after telling, see, here it is very clear cut demarcation. Like no means no. That is the message. See, the boys and girls are getting into relationship even up to the level of living together. Nobody can question. But the problem starts after the breakup. Some kind of harassment happens, and then these girls are coming with a complaint. This guy is sending me messages. Did you tell him that you are not interested continuing this relationship? If it is a yes thing, we need a yes, clear-cut yes message. If it is a no, there must be a clear-cut no message. But after saying no, a guy is telling me, I was asking him, this girl has very clearly told you that she's not interested. Why do you want to say? I know, madam, in India, when a girl says no, it means yes, madam. No, that is because of the movies, these heroes are giving punch dialogues, and then they are, you need to follow till you get a yes message. See, I'm not blaming any individual. This is the social construct. Even the mother used to ask, you are a boy, you can do anything. Why do you want to be worried about the girl? So all those things are making you to feel that I need to work for the gender equality. All of us need to work. But of course, I can understand. Compared to to my generation, I cannot talk the same language to my daughter. Definitely, we are evolving, we are improving, but still we need to go along with. That is what I wanted.
Yes, dear. A very empowering sharing, ma'am, that was really to make it so clear and give out a great message out to everyone. If it is a no, it is a no. And please understand that. Because in several cases, we've seen stalking, we've seen murder, we've seen acid attack victims. Once it is a no, certain people can't take it and they become revengeful. We've been interviewing even many acid attack victims, and it's very pathetic to see the destruction that's been done to the victim. Yes, dear, to certain cases. So, my dear friends, the beautiful message shared today on this platform is please accept a no and carry on your life. Do not destroy your life nor the lives of the people you were connected with earlier as well. Thank you, ma'am, for all of that beautiful sharing. And yes, this is what we want on the International Fab Talks, to be shared openly as to how we could overcome all these challenges in life. Dear ma'am, what is that one thing you love about yourself? This is Dr. J. Vasanthakumari, if I'm getting that right. Am I getting your name right, dear?
Yeah.
So I want to know, what is the thing that you love about yourself? What you feel is the inner core quality of yours?
See, one thing, I cannot think, very selfishly. Like whatever decision I am taking, I need to consider what would be the impact in the society. And I always talk to my client organization wherever I am associated. See, at a point of time, it's not only my daughter is, there should not be any discrimination. See, all the girls are our daughters. And then you need to talk on behalf of. Sometimes I always used to tell them, including your daughter, I'm talking on behalf of your daughter too. Because you are sending your daughter to schools and colleges. What are the kind of messages they are getting? I have seen so many with the schools and colleges. So one thing I just wanted to tell you, I cannot stand discrimination. Be it, discrimination based on in fact, we did a study in a huge organization about discrimination because, Chennai is also a more or less a cosmopolitan kind of thing with young girls in the ITS. We came to know, like three L's of the discrimination. First L is the discrimination based on the language. That should not be. Why should be? India is an example of unity in diversity. We belong to different state, different kind of food, different kind of culture and language. And why do you want to discriminate? Second thing, discrimination based on the location. Second L is the location. Oh, you are coming from Bihar, you are coming from Assam. What is the difference? Then, at the end of the day, all of us are here to work together to achieve the common goal. And even within the state, oh, when there are girls who are coming from down south, no, no, you belong to rural area. I'm a person from metro city and all such things. There should not be any discrimination. And third L is there is a discrimination based on the looks. I score a lot there. I used to tell them, I am there. I'm still in demand even at this age. Not because of my looks or not because of my skin tone or anything. What you can deliver, that matters. You won't believe. Minimum of 2 to 3 organizations I work per day because I really do not know. That to December. Tomorrow, when you see morning for an international organization online training I'm taking, afternoon there is an inquiry, evening again because before it's a calendar year, December 30th, 31st they have to finish. At this age, not because of the looks, because what you can deliver matters. So I'm standing in front of you. I'm standing. So focus on your passion. Create your own path. You won't be in demand till you are there. There is no retirement for me. There is no retirement because I'm a family counselor. The kind of breakups happening, being a relationship specialist, the couple therapist, n number of even sitting at my counseling center, I can do a lot of things. So create your own path. So these are one thing they cannot stand is discrimination, especially gender discrimination. And then I can give you a classical example. There in Hyderabad, actually, I said no respect names. Hyderabad, a guy raised a complaint. He told me that, Madam, my lady manager is calling me as Mahesh Babu. He's a good looking guy. And then absolutely there is no vested interest. He's a good looking guy. The madam, I can understand. Madam is just bullying me. She is not, absolutely there is no vested interest. But still, that is because madam is calling. All the young girls are calling me as Mahesh Babu. So tell them, please inform madam not to call me. So if they are not comfortable, we are not supposed to call them by big names. So, and Bangalore, not only the harassment, young girl casually said, she's hardly 20, the millennium kid, 23 years old. Madam, I was driving my car. My boss was sitting next to me. That was not an official visit. Evening, just we wanted to have some cup of tea and things. Very casually, he has made a statement. How come you, being a girl, you are able to drive so well? It was not a complimentary kind of thing. See, the message what he's trying to give us, girls are not good drivers. So that is there, back of the mind. Many boys used to think. I used to ask those boys, when you are riding a two-wheeler on the road, a girl in two-wheeler, if she overtakes you, how do you feel? Most of the boys are not able to accept. They chase them. You know, they take it as a kind of a race on the road. How can you do it? There are so many boys are overtaking you. See, nowhere you are able to accept that a girl is overtaking. So that is the mindset. So that is the problem we are facing.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that. That was really very nice. And, it was an eye-opener, the discriminations on language, location, and looks. And you said, ma'am, what one delivers matters the most, create your own path. Yes, dear. And of course, the boys, instead of racing, accept that we as women could also go ahead and give them the space. Let them, coexist together. Dear ma'am, I have a question. In the workspace, if any of the colleagues passes a rumor against one of the female colleagues about her personal life, we've heard one of our friends sharing this long time ago, so that I'm reminded of that now, because you're the right person to ask, because you're a posh expert and a POSH trainer as well. So does this also come under this category?
Very much, because I know there are five broad categories of harassment as per the POSH Act 2013. Number one, these are the five broad categories. Number one, physical touch and contact and advances. Any kind of unwanted or inappropriate touch will directly come under sexual harassment. Second thing, sexually colored remarks. So what you mentioned comes under sexually colored remarks, like body shaming and commenting on the body parts. So many complaints we have received. And the third thing is request or demand for sexual favor, like it is a power harassment. Like, I'm going to give you a promotion. I'm going to give you a pay hike. Then I expect something from you. That's the kind of, there is a term called adjustment. Please don't think that only the cine actors, the heroines are facing the casting couch kind of thing. It's there everywhere. And at the same time, I just wanted to make it very clear. We are not teaching that all the men are bad. It is not. In fact, we also did a study. We came to know from the young girls, most of the young girls are more comfortable in reporting to a male boss than a female boss. So because 80% men are supporting them, helping them, teaching them. So only 10%, less than 20% people are misusing. That's there. So it doesn't mean that all the men are bad. It is not. It is not. So and I said that it is a seasonal. At the time of performance appraisal, it is quite common. I'm going to give you a promotion. In fact, many complaints like Bangalore, I have received a complaint stating that a manager was asking, are you free during the weekend? Why, sir? She was asking. If you're free, we can go to the pub or somewhere, he was asking. She said, no, I am not interested. I am not. I was thinking of your performance appraisal there. Discuss the discussion. She has recorded his, continuously he was calling her. She has recorded his message and sent to us. So such things comes under request or demand for sexual prayer. Fourth point is pornography, showing pornography. Any kind of porn video, it need not be video. Porn content in any form. Could be text form or picture form or video form. Directly comes under sexual harassment. This is 8 out of 10 cases belongs to this. They cannot there it is intent versus impact. There are boys who wanted to. I have received such cases. His intention is not to harass any girl. He wanted to share a porn video to his friend. By mistake, he sent to the official WhatsApp message. Within 2 minutes, his friend called and then asked him to delete it. He has deleted for everyone. But still, within the 2-3 minutes, a girl in the group happened to see that she is escalated, and then she said that the POSH committee, please take care of this. And then he was crying, madam, my intention is not to harass anyone. I do understand, but you should have been careful. Then there is a complaint, no, there in the thing. So intent versus impact. It has created an impact to a girl. Then it comes in the sexual harassment. The final thing is non-verbal, physical, verbal, non-verbal, sign language, signal, like even staring at them. See, there are many girls who used to say, he's not doing anything, madam, but the way he's looking at us, there's no eye-to-eye contact. The way he's looking at us, he will never offer a seat to me. He's the manager. He will make a stand for 25 minutes and then, there is no eye to eye contact. If we have proved that CCTV camera with a CCTV camera, we have proved that. So these are the 5 broad categories. What you have asked definitely comes under sexually colored. See, I will, in order to make it very clear, I wanted to give you. See, there is a boy, there is a girl who are coming and meeting only in our organization. And they are getting into relationship. They are in relationship, even living together relationship for 2 years. Then there is a misunderstanding, breakup. Till breakup, this committee has no role to play. After the breakup, he's a team leader, she's also a team leader. This guy is going and sharing and kind of character assassination, all such things, and then to the other people in the same department. That becomes the harassment point. See, breakup, with that you have to end with it, including the intimate relationship he was talking about with the other people. That becomes the harassment.
Yes.
We are not, we are not against the relationship and all. But if it is a relationship, you need to be, you need to know where to stop and how to behave.
Yes, dear. So character assassination also comes under POSH.
Very much, very much.
By any colleague.
Character assassination, like the way they are talking. I know, see, a person was, I said, I gave this example. She didn't raise a complaint against this guy because thinking that it was a consensual relationship, I cannot raise a complaint against because the entire office knows that we were 2 years we were in relationship. That is because he was sharing something bad about all those things to other people in the same department. There's another guy is approaching her. She's a single mom, and there is another team leader is approaching. He was saying this guy belongs to the same location, and they have studied together actually, the same school and things. This guy is approached, and she said, "Please stop the nonsense. I did a mistake, but I don't want to do the same kind of mistake with anyone. Please don't talk to me." One day he was having coffee in it's a huge organization, there's a smoke area, there is a kind of things. She was having tea in the place, and there were 10 more.
Yes, dear.
Having the tea. This guy is coming inside, and he pulled a chair and sat next to her, and then he was asking her, "You are saying no to everyone. When there is a requirement, when there is a physical need, what will you do?" In front of everyone, those 10 young boys, in front of her. This girl started crying. And then she said, "Please don't talk nonsense and all. I know how to take care of you." No, I have a suggestion. If you want, I can. Tell me what is the suggestion. He said, there is an app called Call Boys app, like Call Girls app. There is another app called Call Boys app. When there is a need, you can make use of. This girl was shattered. Already she's a single mom, finding it difficult to. And those young boys who are trainees, they said, Akka, please raise it. That's a zero. Organizations have zero tolerance. But it is the individual's behavior, no? This is a zero tolerance organization. You can raise it. All of us will come as witness. She has raised the complaint just for four-liner. She has written with hands like, he has approached me. I said, no, in front of everyone. He said, like, there is in that particular organization, I am the external member. There is a medical doctor, MD doctor, is the occupational health center. There is a doctor, no? She is the presiding officer. We were sitting, as per the law, we are supposed to give a copy to the respondent within 7 working days. It was not an inquiry. At the time of issuing the copy, I was only asking him, did you approach her or not? He can say yes, he can say no. Because it is his decision, his life, whatever he wants. But he didn't say yes, he didn't say no. This girl, he mentioned her name. I know her from 8th standard, madam. If I want to eat, I use a clean plate, madam. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I know her from 8th standard. In 8th standard, how many girls were boys she used to have? No. In 10th standard, how many? What is your problem? When the male members in the committee, they were not able to accept the way he was talking. Even the men are not able to hear the way he was talking about. Then I said, whether you have approached her or not, that's it. You have to say only yes or no. We have suspended him for 1 week because of his statement. And we asked him to come with his written reply to the complaint. He came up just for a 4-liner complaint. He came up with a 7-page A4 size printed reply. 7 pages of character assessment. In the first page, from 10th standard, those boys. Why she said, her husband, she has relationship in this organization with so many. I said very casually, even if it is true, see, this committee is just not bothered about whether it is true or false. That is her personal life. Even if it is true, it doesn't mean that she has to say yes to you. That is her personal life. She can take a call. How? See, you and me, who are we to talk about somebody's personal life? These things are quite common in many organizations. But I'm not blaming the organization. Organizations are having a zero tolerance policy, but the individuals sometimes it's very bad.
Yes, dear. Thank you for giving that clarity. That's really very nice. So many of the sisters out there, many of the people out there, if you feel you're in this tight spot where somebody's character assassinating you for no rhyme or reason and you don't like what's going on, report it, my friends. Don't suffer in silence. Don't ever allow anyone to take advantage of you.
But my experience says if he is not able to compete with you professionally, character assassination is the easiest way to put you down. But don't become a victim of the character assassination. See, you know who you are. Then who he or she, even sometimes women are also.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's not only the men, I'm telling you.
Yes.
See, it's a huge organization. The manager has a one team leader position. There are 36 people competing for that position. Under him, there are 36 people. He has given that position purely on the merit. He has given that position to a young girl. That day, during the lunchtime in the cafeteria, there were 3 boys saying that she's a girl, no. Because she's a girl, he was able to offer that position. There were 2 more senior ladies who were sitting and having their food there. They also added masala to whatever they said. Don't say girl, pretty young girl. Adjectives they wanted to add. This girl was crying. Then I said, you need to go a long way. She's actually a very talented girl. And then, see, I asked the manager to give the performance thing. Because only based on the performance. No of these people can stand near her. That is the kind of performance she has. And then I said, see, you have a very good performance, you need to go a long way. You don't get affected. This is the only easiest way they can do. Don't become, they're trying to victimizing you. You know about you, no? Then why do you want to take it seriously? I asked her to raise a complaint against all the 5 of them, including the women. That should not be. It was proved actually. There were other people sitting next table. They were able to hear what they spoke and things like that. It was proved.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing all of this. Even with women also, they could be against each other. It could be professional jealousy. It could be just anything, you never know. And if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel you're harassed, speak up against abuse and don't suffer in silence. Yes, dear.
Any combination is harassing women, women harassing men, or see, that's a gender neutral and gender fluid kind of policy. But as per the law, it is only for women. But most of the organization, we try to draft the anti-sexual harassment policy as inclusive policy, because by and large, equality. We speak about equality. There, even these people, it's a gender neutral, gender fluid. So there should not be any discrimination. Even sometimes boys are also undergoing kind of a harassment by these women. So that is the reason why we have the policy. In that case, we are not against. Sometimes for men it is, even for a false complaint, they are paying the price. So that is the reason why. So any combination is possible.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, POSH is both now. It's inclusive, even men for men, and only focusing on women. I want one.
No, as per the Ministries Act, say POSH Act 2013 is exclusively for women. But every organization we have even in the Hyderabad organization, we have gender neutral and gender fluid policy. Meaning that policy, every organization should come out with our own policy based on the guidelines given by the ministry. Then we have the liberty to include as an inclusive policy. So when we talk about gender, we need to define what is gender. So many people think that how many genders you are familiar with? 3. Actually, you are using Facebook, no? Your Facebook is accepting around 60 genders. If you want to know, you can LGBTQ, cisgender, ungender. There is an organization called Ungender. I work with them. A gender is different from ungender, non-binary, around 60. If you want to know, you can ask your Google God. He will be in a position to give you the entire list.
Yes, dear. Thank you for enlightening us on that. I really didn't know all of that, dear.
So why we are talking about see, you can understand what is gender neutral. It's common for everyone. Gender fluid, because there are a couple of organizations I'm able to see. At the time of joining, he wanted to mention his sexuality as male. Down the line, after 3 years, he wanted to change his sexuality as transgender. There should not be any discrimination. As long as there is no difference in his behavior, then there should not be. See, that is his personal life. See, I normally start with my training by giving the terms, the definition of the terms as per United Nations. What is the difference between the terms sex and gender? See, when a child is born in the hospital, doctors used to give you a certificate, birth certificate. There they used to mention it as sex of the baby, whether it's a male baby or female. Sex is permanent. It is biological. Nobody can change it. Whereas you might think that there are people who are going for surgery kind of things. Nobody can change the sex. Only gender people can change. Biological, nobody. Say, for example, a person born as a boy, whatever surgery he is undergoing, he cannot conceive and deliver a baby because he is not provided with uterus. It is as simple as that. Gender is the psychological frame of mind. It is the feelings and emotions. One keep changing it. It is dynamic. I have seen in the same organization, a guy 3 times he has changed his sexuality. That is why in my name, if you see, as pronouns, people who are associated with, we used to mention our pronouns like she, her, if it is male, he, him, or they, them, the third gender, they used to mention. And then sexual orientation. There should not be any question asked. One could be a homosexual or heterosexual or bisexual. That is his or her personal interest. We have no right to question, or in India, especially the media used to criticize them, bully them. There should not be any bullying. So we start with the gender, gender neutral, gender fluid. Fluid meaning keep changing.
Yes, dear ma'am. Thank you for the clarification, the clarity with which you've explained all of that. Many of us have nil knowledge on that, or we take it for granted. Just we know, we are happy with what we know. But what is the reality that you've been sharing today? And we really thank you for all of that, ma'am. Thank you for your time. The next question, dear. What is that one thing you love about yourself?
Happy that, like, as I told you, my purpose, I have very clearly, I have a vision till my life. We really do not know how long we are going to live. But till my last breath, I should work from down south, from rural places, from different states. Nobody should exploit their
Yes, dear.
uneducated and poor background. Nobody should exploit. Sometimes these housekeeping people used to say, "Madam, what to do? My husband is an alcoholic. That is the reason why." See, that is your personal life. It doesn't give anybody the right to exploit your personal life. So that I feel that God has given me this opportunity to work with such people who are in need. Well, so I'm very happy. It's only there's no prayer. It is only gratitude. It's only gratitude. I'm happy for being like this. So I love my. Um, I'm following my passion. Money is only a byproduct for me. If somebody calls me for doing an inquiry, my last question would be my commercials. But I'm there to help them out. No? Justice has to happen. It is not that this law is not here to break any family, or it is not against the men. We are there to help them. Justice has to happen.
Yes,
So
dear.
I love the profession in which I'm in.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, as you mentioned, alcoholism being one of the major causes for destruction in the family atmosphere. And in the Indian scenario, most of the women, they undergo this process of being tortured by their husbands who are alcoholics. During the daytime, they are fine, but when it is evening time, it is terror at home. They are really scared. The children as well. And many families have broken up or have been separated because of the animal coming out once the person consumes alcohol. So have you been trying to focus on this area, or you would like to share some thoughts on this? Because there are many families across India and the world as well. We'll talk only about the Indian scenario. Yes, dear.
I do agree with you, Andrea. It is a very pathetic thing. Even as early as 12 years old, school kids are consuming alcohol. They are recently ninth standard birthday party in a very one of the premium schools with the beer and all those things. They have celebrated ninth standard 13th birthday. So it's very pathetic, and then I'm really worried about that actually. I'm really worried. And sometimes it is very disheartening to know the such things. So that is the reason why I work with right from my Tamil Nadu. The all women police stations are very popular. As you rightly said, only after 9 o'clock in the night we get a lot of suicide attacks, be it murder or whatever. So many this domestic violence cases, DV cases are more visible during the night actually, because nobody is there to protect them or kind of things. But it is a disease actually. One should be. I'm able to see that I'm not against the social drinking and all, but one should know where to stop a thing, and then becoming addicted is the worst scenario. Even sexual harassment, I just know. I work with many corporates, huge construction companies. Those companies are having, I don't want to name the company because it's a very popular. They have the policy in place. But in turn, when they used to subcontract certain things for construction. These masons and then construction labor. So one day during the lunch time, I was just looking at them, and a female worker was working. And the mason was cracking such a sexually colored remarks, jokes, no double meaning jokes. I called that lady. He's cracking a joke. Why do you want to go without even asking him? How can you allow him to talk like this. She said, the person who's sitting and enjoying all this joke, no, that is my husband. He is paid 800 per day. I am paid only 500 per day. His salary, his wages, I really do not know what percentage will come home because he will go to, liquor shop and things like that. Is because I am paid 500. I am able to feed at least 2 meals in a day to my family. I can question him, but tomorrow he will not call me. He will not harass me, the mason. There is another lady available and he will call. So my position, economic position, insecurity because of the financial instability. So all the don't ever think only for labor class it is there. I was, after COVID, while I was traveling, I worked with many ground handling companies, airport ground handling companies. I know I'm a frequent flyer, and then I was asking a particular girl, I'm not able to see during the last 2 years, I am not able to see. She said, yes, madam. It's a huge private airlines. She said, yes, madam. Our salaries are not like Air India, like fixed salaries. It is number of flying hours. The girls who are able to adjust, that's the term called adjustment. They are offered because number of flights they have reduced after the COVID. From Chennai Kambar, 3 flights in the morning. It got reduced to 1. So only girls who are saying okay to them, they are called. No work, no pay for me for the last 2 years. Now it has revived. That's a little. See, right from the construction labor till the position of a flight attendants, it's still there. It is an unsaid truth. We need to understand.
Yes, dear ma'am. Yes, dear. Thank you. Thank you for being an eye-opener here today, sharing all of your views and thoughts, ma'am, and the reality. In fact, that's the reality that the world faces today, and especially India. Let's buck up and face life and bring back balance in our lives, protect one another. Dear ma'am?
Sure.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, movies, do you think movies are one of the main reasons behind all of this? As you earlier mentioned that, yes, movies, the punch dialogues of so-and-so characters on screen has contributed to certain...
Sure.
Yes.
So I definitely feel, see, there are few, I say 2 things we need to understand. Movies are not there to teach you life. It is only like, it's an entertainment value. You look at it and then don't try to pick up your mass heroes and then their language. But in their personal life, they are very good. But for the sake of, creating a kind of thing, it's a marketing technology. They wanted to make it. Don't follow all such things. One. Second thing, there are good movies, but none of them are interested in watching those movies. They are also teaching good things. In definitely, very good movies are there. But none of them are interested. Only all those, the violence, too much of violence. It is very, even the so-called very respectful heroes are just like that. They are killing hundreds of people. That is very threatening because knowingly or unknowingly, that's a visual impact. So you can see that when they are playing, they are killing. The killing game is the interest of the next generation. That should not be there. That how to live together, that should be there.
Yes, dear ma'am. Dear ma'am, what is the change that you would love to see in the world?
See, by and large, I feel that the world is the best place to live, and then 80%. What we are we have discussed so far, the last person, it is a very good, peaceful, nice place. And then, this internet addiction, and then even children who are actually asking the giving the mobile phone with the internet for young adults like 12 years, 13 years. That's the most dangerous because everything the palm videos are freely available. And then, so that is, see, adolescent age, it is already, we cannot blame them because that is how we are designed. High risk, vulnerable age, they really do not know what is good and what is bad for them. At that point of time, when you give them all those things, definitely there is a possibility of watching, for long hours and all those things. Till 3 o'clock they are watching. And then this OTT, Netflix, and then Amazon, it's a good thing. There are so many good things available. It's only 10% is we need to know what to give them, and there must be some kind of restriction. Maybe after the 18, let them do whatever they want.
Yes, dear.
Don't
Thank you,
think
ma'am, for
that I
sharing your
belong
thoughts.
to
Thank you so much. Yes,
don't
dear.
think I
Go
belong
ahead.
to old school of
Yes,
thought,
dear.
but still, it is scary,
Yes, dear.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Andrea, for the opportunity given to me.
Yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. We thank you too, ma'am. We thank you very much. Dear ma'am, we thank you so much for sharing all of this with us and enabling us to understand the truth on where we could really come out and speak for ourselves, stand up for ourselves. Learning to accept a no is always good than to bringing imbalance in your life, in your workspace, and destroying families across the world. Dear ma'am, we thank you so much for your expertise, for the wisdom you shared with us today. And many of the speakers don't come out and share all of this. And today, hats off to you for the courage and for the time that you've taken out from your busy schedule and sharing this space with us today on the International Fact Talks.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Thanks for the International Fact Talk organization, because this is again, see what you are doing is something good to the society. You are guiding the people and then mentoring, guiding the people. So you need to continue this good thing, and then thanks for the opportunity given to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Rumbo Nandri, ma'am. Thank you, and stay blessed and stay connected. We love to have you very soon again on the International Fab Talks. Yes, dear. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Dear friends, with this, we'd like to come to an end to the International Fab Talks. For now, we shall be connected with you very soon. And my dear friends, you have to take a lot of important tips and suggestions given today here. The truth has been revealed as how you could stay safe. Stay safe and stay blessed, connected as well.